Hello guys, welcome back to another video, another markup Monday. So we'll get straight into it. We had a lot happen last week. So as you can see here, we've got the dollar in front of us. We had a huge reversal on the dollar at the end of last week for two reasons. One, for a very, very large NFP print on Friday afternoon, coming in at just over 500,000 jobs, which was expected to come in at 180,000. So huge print. We also had interest rates on the pound and interest rates on the dollar and interest rates on euro, all raising rates ranging from 25 basis points up to 50 basis points, so 0.25% up to 0.5%. My main focus now over the next couple of weeks is seeing how this dollar plays out. So you can see here, we came into the lows, we respected 101, which Brandon's been talking about over the last couple of videos. If you go back and look through the previous videos, we've been speaking about this for a little while. So price came down, wicked into 101. We've got this huge support over here, which I was looking at holding to potentially then get that large pullback on the dollar to the upside next week. So we have then since come down into this area of liquidity and into this high over here. And we've since then had that huge weekly reversal. So what I'll be looking for now is this bigger pullback. So what we could do in reality is just draw a fib on from the high to the low of current price. And we can see that even a 50% retracement brings us back into the 107,500, which is from current market price, a very large move. 107,500, it's about 3.5%, we'll call it. So big moves that would cause major crashes on most of the major pairs. And that's something that we've been talking about for a little while. Finally, the pound has dropped. So we'll go over to the pound. We'll have a look at this first. So I've been saying for the last couple of videos, we expect to see the pound back at 1.2 over the next couple of weeks when we was trading in this range. We're either going to take the highs and push up, or we're going to come back down into 1.2 to fill this whole move to the upside that we had since coming down and making this bottom. So what we could be looking at potentially is price continuing pushing down, because in my opinion, now having a huge reversal on the dollar, it's a pretty good signifier or indicator for price to continue pushing, which in turn would continue pushing this lower. So there's a very high chance of there being a recession this year. Everything's kind of pointing that way. We've got house prices dropping. We've got inflation that's still rampant. We've got unemployment rate that's not really dropping. The dollar having such a large NFP print was a bit of a shock, to be fair. No one really expected that I know. It was very unexpected, which is what caused this large sell-off over the last couple of days last week. So in reality, what I'd be looking for is solid closures below 1.2, potentially could see price push down into the, we'll say 109,200 as a round number. These lows over here, which we then obviously came down, broke through, closed back above, pushed all the way up. So this is a pretty major level for price to come down into, because there will also be a lot of retail people buying out of this 1.2 level, in my opinion. So we're going to try not get too caught up in this, because we are trying to look at this overall play on the dollar still, because I still feel like that's more valid, in my opinion. A couple of things for gold. So gold is a nice area, to be honest. We had that huge reversal, as we have on all the major pairs at the end of last week. Prices pushed quite down nicely into this weekly low I've got plotted on. I haven't changed my analysis too much since the last video. The only thing I did was add a couple levels lower. So what we could look to do is, if we can get a nice closure below this weekly low here, which also lines up nicely with this structure, we could then see price push down into like the 1850 region, maybe even to the bottom of these lows in and around the 1830 region. Be something definitely to look out for. The only thing I would be worried about is there being a reversal before this overall down move, because we have had large moves push down. They almost always get reversed somewhat. So on the flip side to that, if we can get price close back above this daily level I've got plotted, or just back above these highs even, you could look to see price back into the 1900 or even just into the bottom of this range low before then getting that next sell-off. But we will have to see, and we'll ride the market as it plays out. We're not going to try and force any positions. We'll just ride it as it plays. NAS is an interesting one. Obviously, we called this huge buy all the way up at the end of last week. Out of this area at the last week, but we didn't actually manage to catch the whole move. We closed in about 3% profit, and it actually did run 10. So little bit annoying, but we're back. We move. We came down this morning. We made a nice top. We came down this morning. We took out these lows. I'm just looking for price to continue riding this wave. I am aware that price might come down and test these highs again, or even the 12,000 area before pushing up. But this was a nice area to potentially look for reversals out of, just to push into the next round level of 13,000. Because we have got another range up here, which I spoke about 3 weeks ago. We could see price come into here. Now we're here. We'll see what happens. Haven't really got too much more to go over. The other thing I will say is we did do a giveaway this weekend. We had spoken about it for a little while, and we thought we'd finally get round to doing it. So we gave away a Samsung tablet S6 Lite with a pen. We did a random name generator, everyone in the VIP section, and Bebop, congratulations to you. So that's about it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Drop any comments in the comment section. If you've got any topics you want us to cover, things you want us to go over, links for the Discord and stuff will be in the description. And yeah, hope to see you soon.